Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Sunday morning, Dr. Sky, otherwise known Steve Cates. What the heck is going on in Mars? What's going on the moon? What's going on in the universe? Let's go to Steve Cates. Steve, what the heck is going on?
Well, good morning, John. Happy July as we move near the midpoint. But here we go. The great mystery of the Egyptian pyramids, of course, have never been solved. And many, if we can obviously throw that out there for speculation, who knows? Maybe there was an alien intervention in this. But what many scientists do believe, how did these people, who were small in stature, move 2.5-ton stones? And there were well over 100 pyramids, John. That's not an exact number of pyramids, but amazing, between 2000 BC and 2500 BC. The Greek scholar...
I've got to correct you someplace. It seems like there's pyramids all over the world. I mean, we know the ones about in Mexico, but they're all over the world. So whoever was building them, it's not just the technology of Egypt. Maybe the Egyptian ones were better built.
Sure.
But it's in almost every continent.
You're right. And I just, in this conversation, just looking at amazing things that went on in Egypt, which is totally incredible. And here's some of the speculation, John. You're right. They're all over the planet. But these amazing, massive pyramids in Egypt, the Greek scholar Herodotus believed that these individual Egyptians developed something called a Herodotus machine. What was it? A system of levers, planks, and ropes. And they had a workforce, John. This is even more amazing. Allegedly 100,000 workers would work on some of these massive pyramids over a course of 20 years to make these particular, pyramids happen. And then speculate that there were even internal ramps. So again, nobody really understands it. And I would probably opt like you, since they're all over the world. And since the proliferation of these pyramids seems to be not something that humans could do, maybe someday we'll really find out who indeed otherworldly helped create these. That's great.
I think otherworldly or universally or whatever you want to call them helped. Somebody helped because it's not only in Egypt. It is all over the world. And
it's amazing.
It's amazing. And someday I hope we're able to figure it out. And okay, what's going on Mars?
Well, John, here's an interesting summation. We have 2 rovers that have been running around, Perseverance. And what it's doing right now may be some of the best of its science right now. It's traveled about 26.2 miles since it's been up there since February of 2021. And now it shows the best evidence of organic material by a rock they call the Angel Outcrop. Now, what's in there? We really don't know, but from the analysis on Perseverance, it looks at this with a microscope. It breaks it up with like little, mechanical metal devices. But we're really never going to know really what the true evidence of life on Mars is unless we physically go there and bring back some of the samples. Now, that's amazing. Now, don't forget, John, there's another rover still working. This is even more incredible, called Curiosity. And it's moving around in an area called the Gale Crater. What's the Gale Crater? That's an old ancient dry lake bed. And it's been doing that since August of 2012. So both of those rovers are very much, running just as good as they possibly could. But you're going to find out that Perseverance may run out of fuel probably in the year 2031 because part of it is nuclear powered and also solar powered. But here's the problem. Dust storms on Mars, which are way worse than on Earth, they prevent, of course, a solar panel from working properly. But, John, that's an amazing story. And we'll keep you posted on future Mars expeditions, and maybe to get to the answer of where and how and when did life exist on the red planet. Fascinating.
Someday we'll find out. And also the other big mystery is the moons of Mars and whether they're real or artificial.
Yes, and John, to go back on that just for a moment, August 10th, 1877, where Vice President J.D. Vance lives, and every vice president, this is the U.S. Naval Observatory, an astronomer named Asaph Hall, he was using the large telescope that's still there, a massive refracting telescope, and he discovered these two moons. And as you and I talk about the strange mystery of these moons, they're called Deimos and Phobos. And in the Roman era, we would call this, of course, Mars, the god of war. His chariot was drawn by these two horses called Panic and Fear, Deimos and Phobos. That's amazing, John. And we bring up, as we conclude, always the mystery of the week. And this goes to the realm of aviation. How long was the Wright brothers' first flight on December 17th, 1903? And many people don't know. Was it Orville or Wilbur that was at the controls? Through a coin toss, Orville won. But, John, they only flew 12 seconds, a flight of 120 feet, less than the wingspan of President Trump's 747 or any modern-day 747. Look how far we've come. From the 12-horsepower engine on that tiny device to hypersonic, an amazing aircraft. Totally an incredible story.
Well, I'll give you a worse story than that. The Concorde was 70 years old by now, and we were flying a 2.04 Mach. And a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, says, "Oh, Lockheed is coming up with a new supersonic jet." I said, "How fast does it fly?" He says, "I think it's going to be 1.6 Mach." I said, 70 years later, that's all we got?
Right.
That's what I did. I laughed, too.
I bet you.
Yeah.
John, I bet you we have those aircraft faster than the SR-71. And just like the questions that we have for disclosure with UAPs and UFOs, hopefully somebody will unravel this. And if it was reverse technology that we got from alien technology, can you only imagine how fast the human species can actually fly and onward and upward to the stars?
Steve Cates, Dr. Sky, thank you so much for coming on. And I always listen to your show on Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, and Saturday night, Sunday morning from midnight to 2 a.m. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, John, and everybody have a wonderful Sunday as we explore the beauty of summer. Get out there and enjoy the beauty of summer 2026. Have a good morning, John.